Everyone, this is Jason Wooding, the Relic Gamer, and today I wanted to talk to you guys all about Evel Knievel. I have a version of it on my phone. I got it months ago so that I could compare it, just to try it out at first, and then I thought, well, eventually it will come out, and the console will come out, I'll get to play it and compare the two. And thankfully last weekend I was able to go to Texas with my son and try out that game and compare some differences in the two. Now I want to stress that the games we played there on the Amico were really just demo versions. They had been shortened down. As much with the Evel Knievel, I'm not really sure what was changed, if it was changed on purpose for a demo, or if it was changed to be a permanent part of the game. The level felt about the same length. Of course, it didn't seem short to me, but it was definitely different. And I was gauging this all based on the course called Post Falls. I'm guessing it's Post Falls, Idaho. So what I learned was that the courses are completely different, and then there were some other little things that are different. The costume was completely different. He has a cape. You can completely see it's more animated than before. But what's really important to understand is that the controller didn't take anything away from the way the game felt. I've played the mobile version. You have a touchscreen with an arrow forward and back, and so the difference is you have two buttons that you get to use. I didn't ask to see if there's if you could use the controller. I think there's going to be an option where you can use the gyro to the motion to move the controller back and forth. But for me, being more into the retro, I like having actual buttons to use, and it worked fine. And at the very beginning of both, I'm crashing, just trying to get used to the controls. But when I was in Texas, I had forgotten that you got to use the back arrow to counter the angle you're going to be coming in. If you're going too far forward, when you're pushing forward, I think it kind of tilts back, and you use the other one to kind of counter it so that you can balance the bike out. For me, when I started out, I forgot to use that, so that's why I started crashing a lot at the beginning. And then I realized, oh, that's right, I got to use the other button. And then I got through the course. I didn't feel that the controller had any delay, and it played good. So as for the controls, I felt they were very responsive. They worked really well. And I prefer actually having two buttons to use. I didn't see anything that you could do on the screen. I didn't really pay much mind to that. I was just looking at the fact that it's a very simple game. You just have two arrow buttons to use. But I do prefer that. I don't really like using a touchscreen because I can't always, for that type of function, I can't always look. You have to keep looking down, and sometimes your thumb can be off a little bit, and then you don't react very well because it's not actually touching the spot you need to. I used old footage of the multiplayer, and the only reason for that is I didn't have any way to set a camera up. My son was filming it, and then Tommy wanted to have us join in and play the multiplayer, and we didn't have anyone there to hold the camera, so we just all got into the moment and started playing the multiplayer where you use the rockets. And it's kind of cool because you can't actually bump into each other, and the whole goal is, you have the rocket, you're trying to boost the rocket, but if you do it too far, I think it blows up or it goes out, and then you can't launch at all, or you time it just right, and then you have to also adjust the angle of the rocket. So you have how much thrust you want, and then what angle you want it to be at. And then when it's launching, you also have to gauge where you want to activate the parachute, because if you don't do it just right, you'll overshoot the target, or you'll come up too short and you'll land in the canyon. So that was kind of it seems like a very simple game. You think, oh, this is going to be nothing. And then you realize it's actually very challenging. There's quite a few things in there you have to do to get it just right. And you can also bump into each other in the process. So it was a lot of fun. We were laughing and enjoying that. I'm looking forward to that as a kind of a party game. I know that's not throughout the whole game. It's just that one part of the game. There's possibility there could be more to that whole aspect of the multiplayer, but I really don't know more than that. But we did have a lot of fun with it. So it's not stressful at all. It's just more of just goofing off and having a good time. That's one of the things I enjoyed about that game, and because it's a well-made game, and it does a tribute to a guy who did something really great and crazy. So I like bringing that back to our time and to a younger generation that may not have or may have never heard of it.
Get up there! Oh! Ouch! Oh, he's doing a split.
Oh! Wow. Oh! I tried pulling out of it. I just couldn't get it. Oh.
Okay, you got it now. Pedal to the metal.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Dang it.
Get up through there. Nice. Nice. Oh, steady. Okay. Oh, level her out. Oh!